Okay, today we're going to start talking about the nominal exchange rate. So, in this presentation, I'm going to follow this outline. First, we're going to start motivating the study of the nominal exchange rate. Then, we are going to talk about the nominal exchange rate. In the third place, we're going to say something about the movements of the nominal exchange rate, and finally, we are going to summarize. So let's start motivating the study of the nominal exchange rate. So as you can see in this figure in your left, this is the real export in the whole world, and as you can see there, since 1950 until 2010, the real exports have grown like 40 times. So trade is becoming more and more important during the last years. And a very important concept is the nominal exchange rate, because trade involves different currencies. So the nominal exchange rate plays a crucial role in trade. So we're not going to talk about trade. We are going to talk about the nominal exchange rate. So let's begin saying what is the nominal exchange rate. Well, the definition of the nominal exchange rate. This is the price of one country's currency in terms of another country's currency. Have you ever had a real life experience with the nominal exchange rate? There are many international students, so maybe you have an example of what is the nominal exchange rate. Yeah.
Before I come to America, I had to change some money. Change some dollars from yuan to dollar, and I know $6 yuan equals $1.
Yes. That's great. So you're familiarized with the concept. So yeah, I'm going to give you some examples of nominal exchange rate without numbers, but different nominal exchange rate could be the nominal exchange rate between yens and dollars, the nominal exchange rate between euros and dollars, or the nominal exchange rate between dollars and yens. We can define it in different ways. As you can see, here is defined as yens per dollars, and here is defined as dollars per yen. So you have two different nominal exchange rates to compare two different currencies. So why is it important to study the nominal exchange rate? Well, I'm going to give you a simple example in which you can see the relevance of the concept. So imagine that you are going to buy a car, and the two cars that you want to buy are the Ford Focus and Subaru Impreza. And you go to the market and see that the price of the Ford Focus is $70,000, and you are considering the alternative of importing a Subaru Impreza from Japan. So you go to the web page of Subaru in Japan, and you see that the price of the Impreza is 1,700 yens. So the question that I ask you is, which is cheaper? Which car will you buy if you have those prices? Can you tell me just with this information?
No.
No? Why?
Because you don't know the
Exchange rate.
ratio of the.
Yeah, that's great. You must know the nominal exchange rate to decide which is the cheapest car. So, for example, if you know that the nominal exchange rate between dollars and yens is 1 cent of dollar per 1 yen, or equivalently $1 per 100 yens, you are going to see easily that the price of the Subaru Impreza and the price of the Ford Focus is the same. That's why it's important to understand the concept of nominal exchange rate, because it is involved in every transaction between goods and services that are buy from one country and sell from another country. Okay, so now let's talk about a little bit about the movements of the nominal exchange rate. Do you think that the nominal exchange rate is always in the same level? Have you ever seen one table in the newspapers about the nominal exchange rate? No. Okay. Do you think it's always fixed or it can change along the time?
I think it's always changing.
Well, it depends. It can be fixed or flexible, but in most of the cases it's flexible. In this picture, in this figure, you can see the evolution of the nominal exchange rate between euros and dollars during the last years. And as you can see, it has been fluctuating all along the time. In the last part of the figure, you can see that it has been fluctuating around certain values, around 0.8 euros per dollar. So it is not always fixed. It can change. It can be, well, so now we have to define two important concepts that are appreciation and depreciation of the nominal exchange rate. So, for example, let's take the nominal exchange rate of dollars per yen, and we are going to say that the dollar is appreciating against the yen if this ratio decreases. Yeah, appreciation is related to an increase in the value of the dollar. If we say that the dollar is appreciating, we are saying that the dollar is more powerful. You need less. If this ratio decreases, you need less dollars to buy 1 yen. So you can buy more yens with the same amount of dollar. In the other way, if the dollar depreciates, we're going to say that the dollar depreciates with respect to the yen if this ratio increases. You can see why? No? Okay. I don't think you are following the presentation, but if this ratio increases, it means that we need more dollars to buy 1 yen. So the purchasing power of dollars in terms of yen is lower now. Okay, did you get it? Okay. So let's go back to the example of buying a Focus or a Sugar Empresa, and to see if you understood the ideas. So suppose that we have the nominal exchange rate of dollars per yen of $1.5. You need $1.5 to buy 100 yens, and I will ask you, how much is the Impresa in dollars now? Do you have a calculator with you? Okay, you have to bring your calculator to the class. Okay, as we can see here, if we multiply the price in yens of the Sugar Empresa by the nominal exchange rate, we are going to have that now the Sugar Empresa with this nominal exchange rate is $17,000 with $17,850. Yeah, so for this nominal exchange rate, the price of the Sugar Empresa is higher than the price of the Ford Focus. So what happens if the nominal exchange rate of dollars with respect to the yen appreciates? What is going to happen with the nominal exchange rate? Is it going to decrease or to increase?
Increase.
Can you justify your answer?
No.
So, is there anybody who can give me an answer and justify it?
I have a question. Do you think the price in dollar won't change, right?
No, I'm asking what happens with the nominal exchange rate if it appreciates.
But I mean the background, the price of the Focus won't change in dollar.
No, the price of the Focus in dollar is fixed.
It's fixed.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fixed for us. Yeah.
So we have to use more yen to buy the Focus.
We have to use more yens to buy the Focus. No. You are not in Japan. You are in the US. In this case, you are going to buy something in dollars. So you are considering to buy a Ford Focus in the US that its price is in dollars. buying a car from Japan, which price is in yens, and to import the Subaru from Japan, you need to consider the nominal exchange rate. So now we have started with this nominal exchange rate, and for this nominal exchange rate, we calculated the price in dollars of the Subaru Impreza, which is $17,850. And now I'm asking to you what happens with the nominal exchange rate if it appreciates. It's going to increase or decrease? This is the question.
Increase.
No, as we say saw in the last slide, we say that the dollar appreciates when it decreases.
Help.
Okay, so it should decrease. Yeah, if it appreciates, it is going to decrease. So, for example, so what happens with the cost of Impreza if the dollar appreciates? If the dollar appreciates, we know that the nominal exchange rate is going to decrease. What do you expect to happen to the price of the Subaru Impreza?
It's too hard for me. I don't know.
Give me some
Hint.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to multiply the the nominal exchange rate by the price of this. I'm losing students. We have to multiply the nominal exchange rate by the price in yens of the Subaru Impreza. So imagine this calculation. Yeah, you have the price in yens of the Subaru Impreza and the nominal exchange rate, and I'm asking you what is going to happen if this decreases, if it goes down. If it goes down. If this goes down, what is going to happen with this? It's going to decrease.
Up.
Yeah, no,
Up.
it is going to decrease. Yeah. So if the dollar appreciates, the nominal exchange rate decreases, and the price in dollar decreases. Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
that's great.
So, for example, consider another case in which the nominal exchange rate, instead of 1.05, is 0.95 cents per 100 yens. Yeah, it has decreased, so dollar is appreciating. Now we want to see what happened with the price of the Subaru Impreza in dollars. So, as we said, we are expecting it to decrease. So multiplying the price in yens for the new nominal exchange rate, we are going to find that now the price of the Subaru Impreza, instead of being $17,850, it is $16,150. So now we can see with this example that if the nominal exchange rate appreciates, the value of the dollars in terms of
Have
the
a family emergency.
okay, don't worry about that. The price of the dollar in terms of the yen has increased. So now the dollar is stronger. So you need less dollars to buy your Subaru Impreza from Japan. So just to summarize, in today's class, we have seen what the nominal exchange rate is. We have said that it is the price of one country currency in terms of another country's currency, and we have talked about movements in the nominal exchange rate, and we have said that it can suffer an appreciation or a depreciation, and it's going to suffer an appreciation when it decreases, and it's going to suffer a depreciation when the nominal exchange rate increases. Okay, that's all for today. Do you have any questions?
Why